See, this is where I would ideally say something that you do not hear, so that you have to cut it out. Unfortunately, I'm not funny.
Nothing happened.
5. This is not a serene enough picture to sigh like that.
Doesn't this game just entirely make you sigh, though?
Yeah, but not in, like, picturesque, like, contentment.
I did that horribly wrong. That was supposed to be exasperation.
Exactly. You just sounded like you were pleased with yourself. That was not...
That I survived the game, I suppose, yes.
Well, that's a completely different thing, though. What is this dome?
It's an office building.
Uh-huh.
Full of art.
What are we doing here?
I'm completely failing at finding one important thing.
Okay.
There, I found it.
Oh.
Okay, this is long and not subtitled, so we should probably just... Shoosh.
Or we could just keep talking over it, because who cares?
Touché.
Ladies and gentlemen,
oh, I love that like obvious box around that guy too.
This is how 2000 worked.
I just want you to know how deeply thankful I am for your support and bravery throughout.
So actually, he does give us something useful.
As I look around me,
He mentions how they got rid of Osgard by tricking him into flying through a random portal they set up in space.
Right.
And they say he will come back, but hopefully not for a long time. Which is why it's terrible that one of his guards showed up on the desert world.
So they are not, like, they're not intending to kill Osgard or anything, even though...
Well, they didn't know how. The idea was they just wanted to get rid of him until they could figure out a way to destroy him. Then they're like, well, hopefully he doesn't hit any other civilizations on the way.
Isn't he...
Lawler.
I mean, okay, he's got better, like, telekinesis than we do, but is he, like, immortal or something?
No, he really isn't, as you'll find out.
Right, because he dies in a very stupid way.
Yeah. And, like, the help, he's like, giving us a hint of, how to end game. By talking about how they got rid of him the first time.
But they didn't...
And in many cases,
okay.
gave their very lives for us.
Are we gonna have to sacrifice ourselves?
Yes,
depends how fridge your logic is.
But you all know beyond the shadow of a doubt that he will return to
but we'll get to that
a little wiser and filled with rage.
Filled with rage, just like everyone who tries to play this game.
And he just said, I hope he doesn't meet any other innocent civilizations. And they fired him right into our freaking star system.
Thanks, guys.
What was ours. With this hope in mind, then, let us assemble for transport to the homeworld, confident of our return.
How'd that work out for you?
Well, they're all on their home planet, and that's why we can't find them.
Yeah, okay.
Because, they had all the locations connected by portals except the Arconian home planet.
Yeah, it couldn't be that they were just too lazy to, like, put in actual characters that you interact with.
They were already busting 2 CDs as it was.
Exactly. Because they had all these graphics.
All this vidya.
Yep.
So we're just gonna teleport over
Float
this.
right over that. Yeah. Oh, because we're still a ghost.
Yeah.
This, I mean, it's obviously, the top of a cityscape that is in a that's drowned, but yeah. I'm getting very inconsequential, like, flashbacks to Metal Gear Solid 2 with the whole shell section and everything, because it's in the middle of the ocean and you're wandering on all these, like, catwalks over the water between the shell bits.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to escape to a much better game at this point.
So am I. This is me where I'm questioning my reality.
I've been stuck in the Crystal Key for so long that I don't know what's real anymore.
It's like use screwdriver on button. This'll work, right?
Well, yeah, you unscrew the panel and then you hack the door because clearly you can't open a door like a normal person. Also, do they need that many satellite dishes?
They're not satellite dishes. They're solar panels.
Okay.
Are you ready for a dumb puzzle?
Oh, are we actually going to use those solar panels?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I love this. Just boop.
What? You broke it! Oh, we did, and we're gonna jam the screwdriver in there?
Yeah.
What?
It's now a joystick.
What? But it already was one? What? I don't. Oh, jeez. Okay, so there's a little white ball moving around.
And of course, I'm being dumb. I'm supposed to leave it alone. But I go and do this instead. Like, you're supposed to focus it on the circle and then, like, leave it alone for 5 seconds.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, it takes me a moment to figure that out.
Oh, jeez. Wow. Okay, I mean, that's stupid, but at least it's not the pray before an altar like 100 times to get the item that you need to progress from. I can't even. One of those like Alex Kidd games, I think.
Seriously?
Yeah, like legit. You had to. There was no indication for it either, and it was literally like 50 or 100 times, and then you get the hint that lets you progress further into the game, and it's like there's no way anybody would have known that. Like maybe some really persistent player would have tried like 10 times, but nobody would have kept going for the full length. That's just ridiculous.
So now we're going to get into the only, like, nice, cool scenery in the entire game. Is in the one elevator button that works.
The scenery has been fine so far.
I mean, like, you know how everything's just been a massive rip-off of something?
Yeah.
Like, we're actually going to get to something that's, like, actually kind of almost original.
I don't believe you.
Well, I don't know what it's referencing. You don't believe me about a lot of things, actually.
That's because these are adventure games.
So, there's a monorail, so the very first thing we do is just plummet onto the tracks.
Yeah. Just float ever so gently down.
Well, I forgot to mention, previously I was like saving by pressing S. If you press escape and save, you have to then reload to get back to the game.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why? I don't. How to do code? How to
How to do resume game. It even keeps the sound of what's going on. You see, this was meant to be a sky train, and now it's like a water train, and I can appreciate that.
Alright.
I do wonder how they managed to make everything so waterproof, though. Even Rapture didn't pull this off.
Sci-fi tech. And considering this is supposed to be like the future on an alien planet, like Rapture did a pretty good job. It was just that everything started falling apart once all the inhabitants went crazy.
Yeah.
With this,
This is supposed to be a normal skyscraper, though.
But they have future sci-fi tech.
That air seals everything.
As opposed to diesel punk BioShock tech from the 60s that would not have been able to would not have been nearly as good.
I guess. But yeah, so we're in a skyscraper underwater, and I can at least appreciate that.
Uh-huh. So now that we're inside, are we just wandering again until we find something to interact with?
Oh, it's a straight corridor. There's no other place you can go.
But we are just wandering until we find something to interact with. Because
Exactly.
we don't know why we're in here or what we're doing.
Well, there's another Stargate.
Yay.
Okay, are you ready for dumb?
Hasn't this whole game been that?
Are you ready for dumber, though?
I'm not sure how it can get dumber.
Okay, so you know how we had the, well, remember how we got the first crystal by, going off a cliff and, looking for it where they threw it?
Yeah.
Well, they locked this one away. Behind glass.
Okay.
After I examined this control panel.
That was a better idea than throwing it into a little cavern alcove, at least.
But they went and locked this one in a little glass cabinet that we magically know is there. And, what's in it. So, what's the best way to open this glass cabinet?
By turning it around? Oh, by bashing it with a rock.
No. Think operatic.
Oh, we're gonna shatter it.
This is happening.
Where did we get that from?
It was on the floor of the elevator.
I don't remember picking that up.
You were distracted slightly? After the lights puzzle, we went down an elevator, and on the floor of that elevator
I remember the elevator. I don't remember seeing any item that we picked up.
You'll see it when we play the everything. I don't know how to work this thing, by the way. It's a mystery.
I can tell. But... Oh! We just got shards of glass right in the face.
But we also got a shard. A crystal shard.
We have to be incorporeal. That is the only way. It's the only way. No, he literally just shattered glass right into his face. It came straight at the camera. Oh.
So you might notice that I'm being very enthusiastic with how I named this one. That can only mean good things, right?
Yeah.
What do you think could possibly go wrong here?
Literally everything.
Yeah, so you know how previously we had the link to the safe house, the link to the desert mine, and the link to the random jungle?
Sure.
What would be a good place to go next?
Lava World.
Why don't you just ruin it for everyone?
Oh, video games. Oh, wow. I've played enough video games in my time. Hi, Stargate.
Yeah, let's just walk through this. This looks safe.
I mean, we can fly. We're in no danger of falling into lava. Oh.
So why? Why did that? Why? Explain to me why that is an option that we can put in the key.
But because adventure games.
No, I mean, like, what's the canonical reason that anyone would have a portal to sun?
To dispose of garbage.
That's really gotta be it. That's the only possible reason
Alright.
for that.
So where are we actually going? Are we just going back someplace that we've already been?
We do have to grab some stuff.
We're not are we actually going to go diving into a sun?
No, we are not going to go diving into a sun.
Okay.
Although that certainly felt like it. Ow, my eyes.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so back here, remember how there was something I wanted to pick up, but I couldn't because I didn't have a screwdriver?
No.
So I wanted to pick up that imager thing, but I couldn't because I didn't have a screwdriver.
That's why we couldn't pick it up.
Yeah. Well, I have a screwdriver now, so, I suppose I could pick it up now.
But why couldn't... What... Was it, like, screwed in place or something?
Yeah. I mean, with one screw.
Seriously?
Does this even remotely surprise you?
But we can levitate things with the power of our mind. Like, how would one screw prevent us from... Can you at least, like, skip these transitions, like in Beyond Atlantis?
Sometimes.
Crystal Key, why you do this?
Because they worked so hard.
Did you ever actually play the Crystal Key 2?
No. I downloaded it because it was on GameTap. Before I actually played it, they removed it from GameTap.
Oh. Oh dear.
So. Yeah, no, I'm serious. One screw is holding it down. It could pivot off that screw.
Okay. Fine. And bye-bye screwdriver. Clearly we don't need that anymore, right?
Well, apparently. There wasn't enough room in our pack.
Yeah, I'm sure that was the reason for it.
I'm still disappointed we haven't had anything top the electrify the door scene.
I don't think anything is going to beat that. Okay, so we picked up this holographic projector. Now what are we going to do?
We're going to use it later.
Yeah. Where?
Later. First, we're going to just check out one more important thing on Leaf Jungle Planet.
Yeah. It wouldn't be such a problem if it weren't so slow.
But
if the game didn't drag literally everything out.
Again, I feel that I should remind you that originally on the disc, yeah, just sad face. On the disc, there was like a 5-second loading before all the videos.
It's so obnoxious. Like, this game would probably, like, you could probably get through this in half the time if you didn't have to sit through all of the animations every single time.
Pretty much. I'm pretty sure you're meant to be able to, but like I clicked quite a bit and like just nothing. It just kept playing.
Just mashing the mouse button. Why won't you skip?
And the thing is, sometimes it does. Like when I made a mistake trying to go to the Waterworld's Stargate, it did skip one animation.
Only one.
Only the one.
This is like... So I think Beyond Atlantis, in comparison to this, was saved by the dialogue that it had. Because, like, none of it made sense. And most of it wasn't helpful or useful. Or even, like, just worth hearing. Like, worth paying attention to. But it was so much better than just silence, you know,
like this.
And they had some, they had some like legitimately funny things too.
Our poor Blackbird.
and you know the Hell Minotaur guy.
Yeah.
Like that was fun. This is just kind of interminably dull. It's like even when we see new stuff, it all kind of just bleeds together, and there's nothing. Like, we're not getting any sort of information. We're just doing stuff.
Dude, yeah, this is actually like some information gain right here. Put the CD in the thing.
Because of course they still use CD drives.
Obviously.
At least it's not a floppy disk.
Translation: abandon ship.
Okay, so what it just said is that if you use those symbols on this pad, it will give an abandoned ship call. And I'm like drawing them right now, which is why I'm not moving.
Right. So it's like an SOS?
Yeah, it's like when you play this, like when you type those symbols into the pad.
Translation: abandon ship.
It just howls abandoned ship at everyone in Oscar's language.
Right.
Translation: abandon ship.
So are we going to use that to like draw Oscar?
Yeah, we're going to use that to make Oscar move.
Yay!
Translation: abandon ship.
Okay, we got that. Like, I don't think you need to keep repeating that over and over.
So yeah, abandoned ship. That's what we got.
Like, it wouldn't be so dull if there weren't if there were a magic trick or
a magic trick.
If there were a magic trick. No, a music track.
Yeah,
but like it's so dull that I'm stumbling over my words because I'm trying to make it more interesting for myself.
Oh boy. Well, okay, so you remember when I said you should write down like the numbers of Oscar's coordinates?
Sure.
It's because we're about to do the impossible and use the portable portal to go to his ship again, and then take the portal with us as we go. And it drops us right outside our jail cell.
Because Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's actually Deus Ex Stupid, but you know, whatever.
Wow.
On the bright side, we now get a couple death scenes that I'm sure you'd appreciate at this point.
Only if they're actually, like, amusing.
They are.
Yep, just fly up that turbo lift.
Who would ever want to work on this ship? It looks so awful.
That's probably why there's no crew. Except for that one guy who got choked to death.
Okay, so
I don't think that's gonna work.
die Oscar die? Why not?
No,
I went and did the wrong way, so I have to reload my game again.
That is so bad. That is so bad. How could you even do that? Like, I've seen a lot of nonsensical, like, menu issues in PC games before, but that just takes the cake. Wow.
So, there's that. Also, like, being dumb because I'm not realizing, hey, maybe that small square can't be properly reasoned with. It's only going to take me, like, one more revolution before I realize, hey, there's an electrical plug in the wall.
Is there really?
Did you expect anything less?
I can't see, like, I can't see anything that we're looking at, so I don't know if it's the brightness in the game or...
Oh no, this place is impossible to see anything in.
Yeah, so how are you actually supposed to, like, know? Like, are you supposed to be able to figure out that there's something in that just solid wall of black?
It's not in the black. It's under the control panel where you can actually see something. But I'm just herpa-derping.
I didn't see it, so I'm just gonna say it's like that light socket in the end game of Beneath the Steel Sky. It's something that looks like it might be something that you can interact with, but it's so, like, fidgety to, like, find and everything.
Yeah. Alright, so I've confirmed that Oscar is sitting in his chair.
Uh-huh.
Herp. Derp. Derp. I'm
Gee,
sorry.
You got on me for not editing the Beneath the Steel Sky videos.
I'll have to pad this out somehow. Anyways, it's around here that I stop herpa-derping.
Given how much you've expressed your dislike for this game, I don't think you had to stretch it out. You know. Why are we reloading to an earlier point?
Because here, electrical socket.
Yeah, but we were in the same area. Like, nothing else had happened.
I accidentally my brain because, brain.
You thought that something had gone wrong.
I had actually thought something had gone wrong.
It's okay.
Okay, finally. Plug into socket.
Yeah, see, I would not have seen that. Like...
But there's a great big orange thing pointing at it. And everywhere else, but at it. Okay, so the first way that this can go wrong is that you set up the portal without setting up the imager. So it's just sitting there in the hallway. And then you set off the alarm, and then death type 1 occurs.
Right. Are we literally just gonna make him run through the portal into the sun?
Yes.
Wow.
So I can't, check to make sure it worked, so we'll just go dial the pad. So, and of course the symbols were, of course, just these 4 buttons.
Uh-huh.
In a row. Whatever.
So you wasted all of that time.
And then...
Oh.
What?
And nose... Oh. Okay, the last 2 had they're just lagged sound effects.
Yeah. And they came out of nowhere, which I do not understand.
Okay, so there were 2 crew members on the ship.
That's the thing. Apparently there's actually a full crew. As we're going to see in this next death scene. This is the death scene that, scarred me as a child, and I never actually finished the game, even though I was, a screen away.
Oh.
Because we get a good look at Oscar's face.
Well, okay, yeah, we kind of saw him, but we didn't get a good close-up look.
Yeah, no, I'm actually a little bit sad that the people went and made this game and weren't actually hired on Team Silent.
They, some of the people that made like the environment design and like character designs and stuff could have actually gone on to make a good game.
Yeah, but if you go and set up the portal before you like and then like screw up making the illusion, then for some reason the guard does not just show up and like kill you, but like you get this terrifying cutscene first.
I'm waiting.
By the
with
way,
bated breath.
I just feel I should tell you the game actually did lag all its sound.
Oh.
Like
Beautiful.
I have no idea why. It just all of it came late.
So you thought you messed up?
Yeah, like everything is lagged at this point. And I'm sorry, but none of it matters, so it's okay.
Hi. Why are you wearing like chainmail?
Because he's a warlord. Okay, so
But
now
he's an alien. Why is he wearing chainmail? Oh. Yeah. All right.
help.
Oh. Oh. He does have more stormtroopers.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
And just the rest of the game, it was lagged. I guess I should have like exited
Oh.
out and reset it, but I didn't. So instead, we get like just continued lag
Yeah,
forever.
fine. It's the end of the game anyway. It's a testament to how poorly like designed the game is. That
I don't even know how they do that.
It just
What they did.
desynced the audio at the end of the game.
Just I'm in shock. I do not.
Yeah.
I hate this game so much.
It's kind of funny because even with
I would have like manually fixed it myself had I just liked the game more.
well, it's funny because like even with games that have like really terrible performance, I rarely see actual like audio desync happen. Like even if they run really really just awful, but the audio is still running fine. Like it's still synced up with what is happening on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
It's very impressive that an adventure game from 2000 just started desyncing because you were playing it for 2 hours without stopping.
Might be an emulator issue, I'll admit.
Maybe, but still.
Just
So we have to set up the portal and the illusion in a very particular order.
well, the obvious correct order. Set up the illusion first, then the portal.
And then dial the alarm.
Yeah.
And then he just goes right through the illusion and sails into the Stargate and burns.
And
to
then we
death.
get like the best ending, like reward ever.
What? So why didn't the guys who like exiled him in the first place think to just send him into a sun?
You know what? I don't even know.
You'd think that would have been like the obvious solution, since we can.
Yeah. That was our ending.
That's it.
That's our ending.
It doesn't even roll the credits itself. Is that all of the credits?
That's all the credits.
Ah!
So that was the Crystal Key. What'd you think? Good review, bro.